Let me try to speak with the new hope. To me, new hope is sitting in front of me. So, in my talk, I'll be briefly talking about what do we do, why Pakistan's nature is important, what are the natural assets of this beautiful country, what are the challenges, and what should we expect from people like you, the youth, the leaders, the future policymakers. But to start with, very quickly, WWF, we are part of the global network. We are the largest environmental network in Pakistan. We are the largest environmental organization. If you look at our approach, we are a science-based organization. Unlike other NGOs who try to highlight an issue, we strongly believe in solutions. What are the solutions? Where are the solutions? We try to be non-confrontational. And our strength is our field presence. If you look at Pakistan, we have the world's second highest mountain, K2, which is 8,600 something meters. And the result is that this country is blessed with diverse ecosystems. Up north, we have these highlands, snow-clad mountains. You go further down, the Himalayas, foothills, and then you come further down. It's the Indus Plain, the largest, one of the largest irrigated agricultural land. We have deserts. Then we have up in the south, we have the delta. Again, a very biodiversity rich delta, and then we have our coastal line.
Pakistan has one of the most diverse landscapes on planet Earth. From the shores of the Arabian Sea, the terrain soars more than 8.5 kilometers to the snow-capped peak of K2. Between these stunning mountain ranges and the sea, Pakistan is bestowed with a rich biodiversity and a wide range of ecosystems, playing host to amazing wildlife. It provides a sanctuary to endangered creatures like the Indus blind dolphin and the Himalayan brown bear. Two types of leopard also live here. One of these lives at high altitude. The snow leopard is the top predator of the icy mountain slopes.
And then you come further down and you see river dolphins. Indus is one of the 5 rivers in the world which has dolphins. You saw Himalayan brown bear in Desai Plain. You come further down and black bear in Kagan, Naran and Mansara. And then the coastal. So this is the diversity, very rich biodiversity in this country. A lot of us, we are not aware of that, the importance and the role which these ecosystems play. But there are challenges. The challenges are, we are the country which still has the largest deforestation rate. We are the country where illegal wildlife trade and the ecosystem destruction is still going on. We are the country which we don't treat our wastewater. We use water not in a very efficient manner. We are the country where we still don't have proper solid waste management system, the infectious waste management system. And in the middle, we are one of the most vulnerable countries facing the climate crisis. Look at the trend. High temperatures, heat waves, forest fires, drought, unprecedented monsoon rain. For the last few years, this is something which is regularly happening. So we are in the front line of climate crisis, which makes us one of the most vulnerable country. So, on one side, this is a country which Almighty has blessed with rich ecosystems and biodiversity. And the flip side, the unfortunate side, where instead of taking care of that richness, those natural assets, we are taking actions, our activities are resulting which are not only harmful to the biodiversity, but also to us. Because the air we breathe, the water that comes in our taps, not in the bottle, they're not safe. But Constitution of this country, Article 9, very clearly states life, right to life. And right to life clearly says right to clean air, clean water. So those are the challenges that we are facing. I mean, I can speak hours and hours on what are the challenges. I don't want to do that. I just have 2 slides. I mean, these are the slides where I want to show the light at the end of the tunnel. This is all negativity around us. Oh, rights nahi hai, system kharab hai, corruption, you know, you name it, and we have it. So, and I would also like to give you a glimpse of what's happening around us. We can't close our eyes. The world has shrunk. When we say it's a global village, you know, literally, whatever happens thousands and thousands of kilometers away is like a couple of seconds away from us. You can get it on your mobile phone. You can get it on your laptop. You can watch that, you know, on your TV. So maybe, again, it's a thing of past where something happens somewhere in Latin America and we come to know about that maybe a few days, you know, after that incident has happened. So, and when I say the new hope, and why I say that you guys are the new hope, and there are reasons for that. I feel that as an agents of change, you have more empathy. But I know the people that I interact, and most of you, not all of you, but most of you, you know, they are more knowledgeable. They really want to take action. They want to be real agents of change. The power of social media plays a very important role, and we have seen this. And not only in Pakistan, but in many parts of the world, we have seen how social media influences decision making. But there are so many good examples. Take the example of Greta Thunberg. She was 14 or 15 when she started the school movement. She challenged the world leaders. Her point was very clear. You have done nothing for our generation. We are doomed. You need to take action. And she was very assertive. When she started Fridays for Future and the school strike, she was criticized. But look, the kind of impact and the kind of change that she has made in the minds of youth, in the minds of global leaders. Take local example. This guy, I was part of this commission, Asghar Laghari, a young farmer in his 20s. He filed a writ petition in Lahore High Court. He says, I'm a farmer, my crops are not doing well, and we are a vulnerable country and government is doing nothing. A commission was made, we gave the recommendation, but he was also a young guy, a young lawyer who really wanted, to do something. Mahaluni, a girl from Balochistan, she got the WWF Conservation Award this year. Just mobilizing youth, going from one institute to other institute, one university, one school to other, mobilizing, organizing the youth movement in Balochistan. Obviously, in a region like Balochistan where there are security issues, where there are a lot of other issues. But a young girl providing the leadership. So we have good examples. Now, let me also give you a glimpse of the technology. I mean, Dr. Umar Saif is sitting in front of me and talking about technology in front of him is difficult. But we are now using drones for wildlife surveys. We have put up, with the help of LUMS and Punjab Institute of Information Technology University, these AI-based sensors which can differentiate between a predator and a mountain goat. So if a leopard or a snow leopard comes in the village, there will be an alarm because the temperature will sense that it's not a Marco or it's not a Marco Polo sheep, it's a leopard. And the community, because community used to just react, because when the leopard comes, he eats one goat, kills 8 or 10. So using that technology to differentiate. For forest fires, we have put up like at the hot spots, these AI-based sensors which can immediately detect forest fire and send signals to a control room. So we put them in Chitral, the signals is received in Peshawar in a control room, and obviously if we have the technology and if we have the resources, immediately, a team can go and try to address that issue, the forest fire in Chitral. So that's the technology. When I was growing up, when I was studying environmental sciences, such technology was not there. So again, the new hope that you guys also have an edge, because technology, the advancement in technology in every field, but I'm talking about nature conservation, is rapidly changing. And that's now we use spatial monitoring, we use GIS mapping, even for the vegetation cover change. When I went to the Supreme Court for a case, I showed them the last 40, 50 years of like the vegetation cover change in a particular area where illegal construction was going on. So that's the edge that you guys have. Now, what you need to keep in mind that the world around us is also changing. They are imposing certain conditions which are kind of pro-environment, but they are also critical for our economy, for our exports. If European Union has given us the GS Plus status, it's not free lunch. There are strings attached. What are those strings? The strings are that you have to comply to certain environmental and social standards. You can't, pollute the environment, play with the lives of downstream communities and come up with a denim jeans or a jacket and export it to Europe. Not anymore. So the external conditions are changing, and we and you guys have to be, aware of that. The good thing is that the responsible investments, the financial institutes now also, along with, okay, if I give an entrepreneur a loan, will I get it back? No. What are the social and environmental impacts? Those are the, the conditions which are, and last but not the least, the green judiciary. We have seen lately good decisions made by, so I would say the green judiciary, in proper words, and I hope the judiciary works independently, complies to the rules and regulations, and all the external forces also ensure that the judiciary works independently. Then we have seen decisions which are pro-environment, and they challenge the status quo. They challenge, the most influential people. My last, is just all about you. I've already shared, that why it's important. Look, the couple of things. Now, we wanted to change the curriculum. Education is one of the most important things. How aware is the young generation? I think the single national curriculum made that change. We were part of the committee and we saw that in like Islamiyat book and Urdu book and English book. So, and you guys who go to private schools, good English medium schools, you already have access as a subject, the books that being used in these institutes are different, but not anymore. As part of the single national curriculum, I think that's the good change which happened. And from 1 to grade 8, it's already been notified. So education, spreading the information. Oh, how can I influence? Oh, this is too small, I can't do anything. Oh, this is a small step. I tell you honestly, every step counts. Maybe there's something, you say a kind word to your fellow student or to your neighbor, you help someone, and you maybe, within yourself, you feel, oh, this is nothing. But it creates an impact. And that's the change that we really want. Advocacy and lobbying. Acting as volunteers for environmental organizations like WWF. If we need support, we need people. You have clubs, nature clubs, environmental societies in your education. Make them active, make them functional. It's not just about, oh, Environment Day, let's celebrate the Environment Day, let's have like 3 speeches and maybe a small walk. No. Maybe I think that day should translate into real action. Real action is a cleanup campaign. Real action is plantation. Real action is just checking whether the taps of roadside stalls are properly working. So these are the small steps. The point that I'm trying to make is that there's nothing which is small. There are so many things that you can do. You have to be the stewards of nature. You have to be the stewards of environment. You have to be environmental champion. Because if you decide to do that, and if you decide, and obviously you can also do advocacy and lobbying. To tell you one example, last example, and then I'll stop. When we were fighting the Monal case, it was in the national park, it was illegal. There were youth who were also criticizing, oh, that was the only spot. Oh, I had my honeymoon there. Yeah. But there was a long list of young people who were supporting that cause. And these were the kids, these were the students, these were the young people who were telling us, oh, we can have food at Blue Area, and then we can go and enjoy nature, learn about the leopard habitat, learn about the different mammals and the butterflies and the birds of that area. Let's enjoy the view from that point. It's not about a 1,500 people restaurant. So that's the message. And then it was the youth, the young people from Islamabad, they approached us and they started, planting trees. And now they are helping us in rewilding of that particular region. It's you. It's not people like me. So I see a lot of hope, and I see a lot of hope because I have seen, working with people like you. Thank you very much for your attention.